Hi guys, Jim here with another Warrock commentary video. This time it's going to be my Dragunov first impressions video. I received the code for the Dragunov yesterday by asking nicely. I'm not aware of when it's going to be available in the in-game item shop. So yeah, this is going to be my first impressions of that, and also some ideas and tactics behind urban sniping. Obviously, this is Zakar I'm playing, and I've joined on a team that is getting base raped. So just laying low at the moment, assessing the situation. So this is the first time I've used the Dragunov, and as you can see there, the good points about this gun: high rate of fire, low recoil, large magazine. Those are the good points about this gun. And what I will say, which is going to sound crazy coming from me because I'm so against it normally with any other kind of rifle, this rifle I do recommend spamming with. Spam to your heart's content with this rifle, because the low recoil and the large clip size and the high rate of fire really make it a rifle that's almost designed for spamming, because you're going to score hits all sort of in the same sort of spread without too much trouble. So yeah, obviously you'll see me using a lot more ammo than I have to in some cases, like here, used 2 shots, killed him with the first one. The bad points about this gun: it has poor accuracy and it also has poor damage. Now the accuracy is it's not awful, but it's, what I will say is, hit and miss. I mean, for sometimes you'll hit pinpoint accurate targets at ranges of 150 meters plus, and sometimes you'll miss a target that you're aiming directly at the head from 50 meters away. It's a bit all over the place with the accuracy. This is quite a short game because I joined quite a long way into it, and I don't get a particularly fantastic score. I think I finished 16-5. But I do get a lot of flags. I do help my team out, and what you will see is just sort of gives you an impression of what the gun is like in terms of the way it handles, and also give you an impression of urban ops sniping. Obviously, I'm not really going to be amazing with the gun since I've just used it. This is my first game using it, as I said at the beginning of the video. So yeah. What you see here is me escaping from the base rape. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of just running for the nearest base and capturing that. That is a very bad idea when being base raped, because the enemy team can simply come from your main base and straight to that base that you've just taken and annihilate you and anyone that spawns there very quickly. What you want to do is be very sneaky, take your time, and get to the furthest or second furthest base away. And if people start spawning there, it will let your team get up some momentum, and it also means that the enemy team are not going to be able to come and stop you from taking it once it's been neutralised, once you get there, because they have to come back a long way. And if they come after you, it means they are taking a lot of their concentration of fire off of your main base, which allows more of your team to escape. So that is the key behind it. As you can see, capturing this base, which is the furthest away. So it does really help quite a lot. And what you'll see is, actually, from taking these bases, I actually helped to almost single-handedly turn the game around, and we end up getting the win in the end. So as you can see, this is me trying to engage another sniper from long range with the Dragunov, and bad idea. Accuracy just isn't good enough to engage someone with an AWM as he had, from a decent range. If you catch him off guard like I do here, and he's an idiot and doesn't move after he knows I know where he is, then you can obviously get them. There's going to be a lot of sort of slow gameplay in this video, where not a lot happens, but for the most part it's reasonably fast-paced. Now, talking about urban operations sniping. Now, the best thing I find, the best tactic to use is to support your team in taking key points and then defend those points, and go on sort of in a chain like that. For example, if you can take a base by yourself, great. But if you are going to want to support your team, that's really what the role of a sniper in Urban Ops is: suppressing fire, taking out targets or damaging them to make it easier for your team. And as I said, you want to defend a point that you've taken, such as a flag, and at the same time, while you're defending it, you want to be suppressing the enemies at the next flag, so that your team will have an easier time of taking that. And once they have taken it, once again, move up and stay on that flag and help them to get the next one. That's the key to Urban Ops sniping. It's you're not going to get a fantastic amount of kills, probably. You'll get a decent amount. You're going to be quite up close and personal. You're going to be getting a lot of rounds down range. But the key thing is you're going to be helping your team to win, as I do with this game. Taking the bases has helped my team gain some momentum, and it's spread their team out. So that's the key. Take the furthest base away and make them spread out their forces so that your team can gain some momentum. And now, as you can see, we're obviously base raping them, so it turns around quite quickly. Just random smoke grenade there over into their base for no particular reason. But yeah, you'll see what I mean about the accuracy of this gun being sporadic in a few moments, where I aim directly at someone's head and miss, and then on the second shot hit it dead accurately. It's bizarre, and it's not due to the settle time, because on the shot that you'll see me take, I think it's about a minute or 2 minutes time. Yeah, as you can see there, great accuracy, pinpoint accuracy. Yeah, as you, what was I saying? Oh yes, when you see me take the shot, I've been stationary for quite some time, so it's not due to the settle time. So yeah, you'll just see me spam a lot of rounds down range and not doing an awful lot while we're base raping them. But yeah, for the time being, I'll just sort of talk over that. So, what would you guys like to see me do next? Obviously, I've done this video because I've had some requests saying that on my previous O'Hara video it was sort of too easy. You know, we got all the bases and base raped them from the very beginning almost. So with this one, I joined the game and I decided to carry on filming when I saw that we were being base raped, and I figured I could do decently well. So yeah, so that's one of the suggestions I got, which is why I made this video. So if you have any other suggestions of what maps you'd like me to play, what guns you'd like me to use, anything like that, I'll do anything like that really, as long as it's not playing Assault on Ravello or something like that, because I simply won't do well. Yeah, as you can see there, it was aimed directly at his head, completely missed, and then the second shot dead on. So yeah, the accuracy is a bit weird with this gun, I'd say. The other thing that's weird about it is it doesn't appear to have any bullet drop over a long range. It's simply the inaccuracy gets more noticeable. So yeah. But as I was saying, any other sort of videos you'd like me to send out using the sniper rifles, any of the sniper rifles, and whatever maps you want me to see me play. I will be releasing a montage soon, including some good shots that I got with the old M24 and with the AWM and the AW50F, which generally I don't like because it's so overpowered. But the only shots I'll be including in the montage are some really good shots I got shooting people out of vehicles, and some good running headshots. I'll include those as well. But yeah, it's mostly going to be about the M24 shots, the long shots that everyone likes to see, the more difficult and more impressive shots. Now here you'll see again, that's miles off, and the second shot was almost there, but the first shot was absolutely miles off, and I was completely still, and so it wasn't to do with the settle time or anything like that. So as you can see here, you see me miss, and finally get him. So this is a time when you want to relocate. If you have been seen, you definitely want to relocate, because chances are a lot of people at that point will want to kill you, and their immediate reaction will be to respawn as a sniper and go and kill you. And if they already know where you are and you don't know exactly where they're spawning, they have the advantage. So I can hear footsteps, so just chuck a couple of grenades over the wall there. Doesn't really do anything, but worth a shot. But as you can see, the team that I am on is now in the lead. You'll see a bit later when they start retaking bases what I mean by the typical urban ops sniper. For close quarters, I would say this gun would not be the best choice. On paper it would seem good because you can get a lot of rounds down range very quickly and reasonably accurately, but the damage is so low, and you really want to be killing people in sort of one shot on close quarters. And unless you're going to get a headshot with this, and as I said, the accuracy is pretty low, well, I've got to prove myself wrong there, but if you're going to get a headshot with this, then yeah, you might want to take it for close quarters, but the accuracy is low enough to miss that headshot. So taking the PSG for close quarters, or the AW50F, I hate to say it, it's a fantastic gun. I hate it because it's so overpowered, but there's no denying it, it is a very, very good gun. But yeah, the PSG I would take over this gun for close quarters, definitely. As you can see here, I get killed again in a second after running out of ammo, so I don't really care. But yeah, now that they've retaken that base, I'll show you what I mean by the urban ops sniping. It's defending your base while suppressing enemies at their next base so that your team can attack them more effectively. Just making life easy for your team is what I'm getting at here. So obviously I can see that some of my team have been killed and I can hear footsteps, so I'm just going to defend this stairwell here. And I don't know how that tank didn't see me there, but it didn't. I'm also in a position where I can capture the flag whilst defending this stairwell. So this is a good position to be in terms of defending. And here you'll see another advantage of the high rate of fire and the large clip. You can spam no scope and actually get some good kills. And you saw what I did there, hugging the wall while rolling down it to not get any fall damage. It's a good way of getting out of there, and relocating very quickly, and sort of confusing your enemy because they wouldn't have thought you'd be able to get downstairs that quickly and not get any damage. Obviously I die there partly due to having an inferior close range gun, and also partly due to some random frame lag that occurred when he fired at me. So yeah, retaking this base, and you'll see me in a minute supporting my team as they take the next base over there. But as I said, the game's going to be drawing to a close in the next minute or so. I joined quite late, so that's why there wasn't a lot of action, and my score isn't fantastic. I think it's 16-5 at the end. But it does give you an impression of the Dragunov and give you an impression of urban ops sniping. So here I am supporting my team as they attack the next base, and the game's going to end pretty much now. So I will bid you all farewell, and leave a comment saying exactly what you'd like to see with my next video. So yeah, rate, comment, subscribe, and I will leave you to enjoy the last part of this video. Bye.